Давайте подождем пару минут, куда пойдем. Игра обновилась, это бета-тест. Можем сходить на Легион мертвых. Кто хочет сейчас со мной сыграть в сетевую игру, пишите ники PlayStation, добавим. Можно пойти на наследие. Мне вот нравится история Эйден Пирса. Можно пройти это. Ладно, начнем пока с компании. Так. Подождите. Начнем, думаю, новую игру. Друзья. Классика. Так, вот и начинаем. Пока что подождем людей. Вот и начинаем.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Так, все, начинаем. Пойдемте. Играем за такого персонажа. Так, что здесь делать? Сейчас смотрим. Ну ладно, пойдемте. Так, давай разделимся. Рублем. Так, давайте еще разберемся с управлением сначала. Так, это кому выбираться пока что и все. Хорошо.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Так, идемте. Идемте.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system.
Ой, я не так что блин, я взорвал. Окей, пойдемте. Там кто-то еще есть.
Something over there. I'm. Hang on. Surrender! My fucking itch!
Давайте вырубимся. Здесь вот камера, но сейчас мне толку нет. Ой, я опять кое-что чуть не взорвал. Так, интересненько, а где это у нас? А, вот.
They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on
Так,
it?
все, разблокировал.
But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Идемте.
Electrical is live. Repeat. The fireworks are live.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way. Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first. Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government. I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a
Сейчас, друзья, пару секунд.
Wait, I
Продолжаем.
might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this going to take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck. They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
They gotta be somewhere. Look for anything suspicious.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Providing suppressive fire. They're shooting at our fucking band.
Всем привет, кто на стриме. Хайп.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
Если хотите увидеть продолжение по Horizon, ну, прохождение с самого начала Horizon, 20 лайков. Пока сейчас на выходных дают поиграть в Ligion, постримим Ligion, думаю. Возможно, этот Ligion могут оставить навсегда. Многие говорят. Будем надеяться. Если его оставят, то ждайте еще потом будет стримы, по-моему. Это вряд ли будет.
What the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
No, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it,
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Экономим патроны. Он там еще сидит.
Weapon jammed!
Убираемся на крышу. О, мы выбрались. Отлично. Так, если мне трудно, сейчас Сейчас появится ссылочка на донат, пожалуйста, скиньте донат. Если вам не трудно.
Well done, Golden Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of people.
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The Plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
Devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
And Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, terrorist response. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
As crime numbers take a dive, illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of
the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings.
Возможно, мы сейчас даже начнем проходить десерт, а новое крутое дополнение, связанное с этим стыдом, получим костюм. Вот. Сейчас появится ссылочка на донат. Она появилась. Пожалуйста, кому не трудно, киньте на поддержку донат.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I'll be ashamed to start with
I should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their...
Так, пока не пойму, что надо делать.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Всем привет, кто на стриме. Если не трудно, подпишитесь, поставьте лайк. Также есть ссылочка на донат. Если не трудно, киньте донат.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Brilliant!
Smell nice, you're too close, mate. Ugh, too close.
Faith, don't be.
I like my tea the way I like you. Knocks all over me. No, please, don't inconvenience yourself. I'll leave.
Not for me.
Так, пойдемте. Так, сейчас я разберусь, как карту ставить. Так, почему я не могу?
Oh my bloody! Ow! Ow!
There's a pasting you'll never.
Давайте машину возьмем. Там, че? Машину эту. И пешком не бежим. Кто там? А, ну, я думаю, что надо уже идёт, надо сидеть полететь.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile. Received. Watching for suspect.
Ладно, поехали.
Can anyone see the suspect?
Target breached the checkpoint.
Звезда.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Высокий.
All units disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
Люди ходили. Значит, как странно ложу, потом на адекватное ложу. Так, куда нам? Чувствую,
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Smart move having redundant systems like that. Can't trust anyone, right?
Здесь все норм. Давайте закроем.
This is what you wanted, mate. Get to it.
Вот ты стрим смотришь. Потому что я не вижу вкладку ютуба.
Sabine! Right, where's the fucking light switch?
This is the bug. Hello, resistors. It's bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day, and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice?
That contract is...
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Whoa, whoa, it's all right. I'm supposed to be here. Authorization code Sabine sent me?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see...
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I see. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house. There are essential items in your DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to...
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. That's it. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Just like that. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Just like that. That's it.
О, получилось. Так, ну это изи было. Так-то. На раз, два, три.
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to the team.
Brilliant. Finally found my people.
Это фигня. обучающиеся.
You alright? So we're DedSec now.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Всем привет, кто на стриме. Если вам не трудно, поставьте лайк, подпишитесь. Если не трудно, можете даже кинуть донат.
The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That's all well and good, but it's the power brokers that need to be brought down.
I'm sure Albion's turning a tidy profit. Those cunts are treating London like a hostile takeover.
Yeah, and there's Clan Kelly running all the crime and shit. And Albion won't lift a fucking finger.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR... Construction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Нам наверх надо, пойдемте наверх. Ладно, не будем делать фотку. Это фигня. Ладно, пойдемте уже. Идемте. Выходим. Так. Сейчас пойдем.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Сейчас пойдем. Сейчас мы пойдем. Сначала я хочу посмотреть задание. Так, сейчас. Давайте, кому не трудно, давайте мы соберем, киньте донат на эту игру, я ее постримлю.
Excellent. Our little posse's growing. Welcome to DedSec.
I'm happy to be here. Now, let's get to it.
Very nice.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the privatise the corporation. Today, GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation.
Точно не привет по-испански.
So before the media fragment,
это возможно привет по-испански.
there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing is to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Message received.
One was the use of manipulative techniques.
Control, we have sighted someone with a firearm.
Scrolling or keep you listening or keep you... The second is that kind of
Close this fucker down.
And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories that were in that
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
It kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no, wait, we are the ground for this environment really got created.
Target has crossed a checkpoint.
Everywhere.
All units force this suspect to stop.
Or they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation. That's
immobilizing the suspect.
We got in a situation where nobody... The trouble is,
Control,
situation may escalate. Call for assistance. All of the noise of all of the disinformation.
Suspect is on foot. Over.
So, like, you know, you remember Out on the Edges. There was this story about when they would take a house, right? They would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were victims of violence when in fact they weren't. Or they were victims of insurgent forces.
If media researcher
Suspects, they're on foot.
I'm being suppressed. Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Reloading.
We are inbound. Stand by. Landed a shot.
Situation has escalated. Requesting backup. Over.
In.
This is a nightmare.
Putting an end to the
не надо бежать, это меня полностью убьют. Я не хочу попасть.
But in a way, there were some positive things that, like, not all information is coming from one place. And so you'd have kind of far-right media outlets developing and then left-wing media outlets developing to combat those and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning the validity and truth of the information they were receiving.
Alright, we're here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
So fucking cool.
Look around! Go! Drone, start searching.
Come.
All units. I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area.
Received.
Over.
Let's keep this by the book. Over.
What the hell? Oh!
Civilian is armed. Approach with caution.
Control,
Medical
we're in
supplies.
pursuit.
Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal
There's our
gangs
suspect.
can
Over.
run the cities. And Prime Minister Debasani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of safety?
I had them. Where did they go? long gone. Disengage. Over and out.
Checking all units. Right there. Proceed to alarm location. Acknowledge. Over.
Seems the alarm has a mind of its own. I'll look around just in case.
Send me support units.
Half-life. Take it easy. It's safe.
I think someone's shooting.
Hundreds of thousands just by screening let alone testing the that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. But look, there was nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs, schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks on the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled.
Target is on foot. I say again, target on foot.
Albion needs your help.
Confirmed suspect has a gun. Over. We are on the trail. Watch your ass! Get ready! Officer down! I say again, officer down!
Available officers enter standby. Over. Some cover!
Shooting! Run to cover! Everybody run!
Yes, sir.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Oh, control, we need officers to assist. Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend the suspect.
There's only one way there. Shots fired! Reloading now!
Oh, занято. Да. Нет, главное. Нет, агент умер. Окей. Значит, возьмем своего обычного агента. Да. Окей, он поприкалывались, будем сюжетку. Всем привет, на стриме, кому не сложно, киньте ссылки по донату, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Сейчас проходит бета-тест, если не трудно, киньте донат на эту игру, мы ее купим, и я постримлю.
Let's not make the same mistakes they did then.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together, instead of alone.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. Jesus. Moving inbound to hostile.
Надо продержать. Зачем я выставила?
live. I'm in pursuit of the target.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
Don't know a screwdriver from a hammer myself. One of them big drones could be useful, right?
Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
Got a problem? That's a gun, that's a gun, that's a gun. Ah! Please, don't kill me, don't kill me.
What? Potential threats.
Alright, okay, just take it easy.
Давайте наймем.
How do you feel about changing the state of things?
Shit, are you saying you're DedSec? I could rest.
Так, все, мы наняли рекрута. Нам надо изучить зону. Надо на нее
Seriously, this profile says Hitman. That's cool. It's cooler than cool. It's ice cold.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location. Received. Responding to the situation now.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target. You really want them squeezed?
Всем привет, с вами стрим. Если не трудно, поставьте лайк, подпишись. Если еще не трудно, то кинь донатик на игру.
Immobilizing the suspect.
Might need assistance. Stand by.
Что, надо это... Хватит убивать этих ментов, пора это... Жестко продолжить выполнять. Вас не хватало.
Fucking hell! Officer in critical condition. Critical. Over. That's it! Stop!
Ладно, еще я пару этих ментов не
Your parents can't get their medicine. Your brother and sister have to steal them. Come on, it's all for the good of Albion. Or Clankelly. Or someone. Just not us. But that's gonna change. You've been listening to Buccaneer with me, Tash. Keep spreading the word and keep sharing it.
Control, we're
There's
pursuing
enough
the
of everything
suspect.
out there for all of us. We just need the guts to take it.
Control, bring forward more cars.
Everyday worries can become every night worries. Round and round and round they go, until yesterday's worries become today's. Don't let sleep be a worry. One pop and the worries will stop. Karkani. Sleep better.
The bar. Objective voice of objection.
Auto drive now enabled.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
А, ну круто. Сейчас мы его
We have a visual on the suspect.
Ладно, давайте нормально будем уже начнем. Прохождение. Пока те варите.
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
They'll be fine. Come on.
Чё это у чего есть? Оружие. Есть. Один масочку нашу фирменную. Байк бы сейчас сразу добыть. Хотелось бы.
Londoners are very happy with CTOS, and I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever, in the history of London, ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen will test.
Oh, what?
Закрыть назад. Так, мы дошли, куда нам надо? Что дальше? Эту камеру видеть, это она меня спалит. А вот и враги, которых надо победить. Появились. Что, пойдемте, зайдем. Аккуратно.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic whip dream for a test drive.
In my pit. Is that the best? There. That's where I saw them.
Так, это мы...
Head over that way. See what you can find.
No need to worsen the situation.
Надо другое оружие взять. Я уверен, что не нравится. Там это свой стоит, ничего нет.
Can't do this. Someone's shooting.
Ну, я так пистолет у них там.
Shit.
Подхилуюсь. Там еще кто-то стоит.
On the move.
Так, вроде всех обезвредил. Что, пойдем? Ну там нет, там-то не все. Отлично.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress. Fucking hell, we're living in Big Brother and no one even knows it.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. Alright, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. Located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
Деньги лишними не бывает. О, привет, Миш. Привет.
So, we're stealing the AR reconstruction gadget. Tell me what to do.
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
Are you just expecting me to strap the fucker to me back? The bleeding server's got away half a ton.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Heavy lifter? Some kind of construction drone, right? Where can I find one?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Bang on, Bagley, thank you.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
А где ты вирус-то поймал?
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Ну это жестко, скажу. Ну да, это жестко, я тебе скажу.
And then this could be used to evaluate you as a person, and this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class, to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible to the data that has now helped.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, look at them. They're watching all of us.
А ты откуда Undertale качал? Что ты вирус подхватил так? А его фука с русским найдешь. Зря ты искал с русским переводом, это... Потому что вот если с русским искать, то там может больше шанс найти. Типа... Вирус поймать. Undertale это... А, ты уже вирусы все это.
Seems like everything we do beats the big data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so easy to
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
They look promising.
Он подписан почем?
Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
Здравствуйте. Не хотите присоединиться к нам в команду? Что-то думал завершать стрим. 3 человека начал смотреть.
Great timing. I need a hand with something.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
Right, okay. So I went to the Kellys for some money problems. Worst mistake I've ever made. Now I'm basically their slave until I pay off my debt. Could you help me get out of this mess?
Что-то много чего уже снял, ничего не залетает. Так.
Hank Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Grand.
Undertale, ну, не знаю. Пока что что-то неохота его проходить. Даже я еще даже его не взял. Ну, как-то пройду, но почему-то еще мучиться с ним неохота. Он там и так Undertale, что может быть как-то возьмусь и может пройду. Пока не знаю. Может вообще не буду проходить. Сейчас я вот играю в это, пройду, прохожу. Watch Dogs. Может как-то потом со временем возьму. Undertale. Я почему не хочу Undertale брать, а русского нет в нем. Я бы взял, но нет русского языка в нем. На PS нету русской. Не, я бы с радостью прошел и даже хотел очень пройти. Что-то не дает.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. The academic output tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into the state we've got now, it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Ligion so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things.
Я знаю, что там сюжетка-то интересная. Это из-за того, что перевода нету, что неинтересно будет проходить. Как-то мне кажется.
Places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to, and these suggestions are not just predicting what.
Fucking hell, the Kellys have moved in here full time. There goes a bleeding neighbourhood. When did they get this organised?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on. Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
They enjoy and the life they lead, so we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making.
Unit 2, awaiting FME at sea.
Не говоришь, что это красная зона. Я так не хотел в красную зону упасть. Ну да, это красная зона. Так не зайдешь.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Shooting down this end! Got them!
Двоих вырубили.
Get into cover!
Вот.
find cover!
Экономим патроны. Экономим патроны. Один патрон хватит. Просто 3 потратить. Одного убрали. Так, хорошо. И камер нету. Пускай здоровье немножко восстановится. Так, и там челик. Не годишь мне это дать. Окей, сейчас. Сейчас поставить.
Right, you're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friends back into the black, and more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Fantastic.
Hey, I swear they were right.
Полили. А чё я не хочу снимать? Странно.
Cannabis and fentanyl together at last, through the miracle of genetics.
I mean, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, but now's not the time.
Nothing more we can do. They're gone.
Таня с улицы. Паркур. Что-то знакомое, где-то я это видел. Нифига. Не понял. Ну хорошо, что двери закрыли.
Transfer complete.
Понял. А теперь бежим. Без проблем. Нет, я выполнил задание.
You're out from under Clan Kelly's heel. Wouldn't show my face if I was you, but that goes without saying.
Really? Wow. Thanks so much. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect with you lot. But DedSec's really not as bad as everyone says.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Sounds like a blast. I'm in.
No, please, you're making a big mistake.
У меня в руках находится оружие. Куда побежал, говорит? Я с тобой еще не говорю. Народ, слышите, это мы закон города. Обжали мы.
Hello Britain, this is the bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself on the head with it in despair. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice, and...
I deny everything.
Just a good state of existence. Some good news, at last. There are no medicine shortages, according to the government, none at all. There have been various allegations about that. It turns out they are all fake news, trademark. There are none, there are no shortages.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Tail. Over. Units, prepare to stop the vehicle.
Так, куда нам ехать?
All units, we are after the suspect. Control, I've lost the target.
Right now.
Received. Returning to HQ.
To the bug.
Obviously, I don't entirely mean that, because what is the first rule of the third millennium? If someone in power tells you something is fake news, what is it? Correct. A 110% cast iron, tungsten-coated, granite-scented, cosmically immutable, scientifically unarguable fact. But surely that's the more important question for all these medicine freaks whinging on about feeling a bit poorly, or slowly dying unnecessarily, is this. Do we actually need medicine? If you today were diagnosed with a potentially fatal illness, would you not look around at the nation that we've become and think, hey Doc, put your life-saving treatment down, I'm going to take this free one-way bus out of here. Now hold that pillow over my face.
than what you should. I just don't think you should think of it in such a negative way. Don't think of it as a medicine diet, Andy. Think of it as a series of healthy lifestyle swaps. Swap out anti-inflammatories for antacids. Swap out the iron lung for the aluminium lung. Swap out MRI machines for Mary machines, which is just a lady called Mary telling you you're fine.
Obviously, critical shortages are as much part of our daily lives, our society and our culture today as things like football, music and complaining about the weather used to be in the old days. And, well, food shortages, yeah, we just learn to live with them, don't we? And there's a lot of positives as well with all these food shortages. I mean, we were eating too much anyway. As a nation, the government's just helping us live healthier lifestyles. It's so hard to diet on your own, isn't it? You need the support of a friend or a loved one or a government or collapsing social systems. Positive too, meat, very bad for the environment. So we're actually rebuilding the polar ice caps every time we eat a scrap of lettuce. Positive three, the human race had already cooked all right. There's nothing more to be done with food. We've done everything. I was bored of food anyway. I've been eating it all my life. If you've been doing the same thing 3 times a day, 4, sometimes 7, or even 8 times a day, you're bound to get bored of it. And also, final positive, no more meal times. Frees up all that extra time for appreciating all the selfless hard work that Albion do to keep us all safe.
Well, as you say, Andy, people are drawn to novelty, and everyone's had breakfast once. Why you gotta keep having it again?
Boring, repetitive, there's enough out in life that is. You are listening to The One. Well, another story that has come to the fore recently is that all European imports have been banned for public health reasons, which is great news. I mean, you can get ill eating good, hopefully locally sourced British industrially unsafe foods.
А еще я вам хотел сказать о том, что в Легионе появились один крутой режим, и мы его еще испытаем. Либо это история про него, да, получается, что потом с ним случилось. Ужасный Легион мертвых. Новый режим крутой, не говорят. Сколько ютуберов с времени. Сейчас увидел, какой новый режим. Вот мы и появились. Понимаю. Я девка. Окей. Окей, давайте случайно. Оружие. Круто. Пистолет. И что-то еще. А, здесь еще патроны надо экономить. Все понятно. Так, дальше. Пока просто пустая карта. Только мы бегаем. Пока ничего особенного не заметно. Ты кто? Офигеть, а что они такие быстрые? Меня сожрали. Я заражен. Это очень жесткий режим. Они такие быстрые, ё. О, спасибо. Что за фигня? Я ударю нормально. Окей. Мы трио. Окей. И это бешеные. Бешеные. Ну, про режим я скажу. Одному это будет нереально играть, сразу скажу. Режим такой. Вот эти вот черти, они слишком быстрые. Ой, они еще багнутые, они вот, и они начинают быстро бежать. Кажется, что они... Кажется, что они ничего такого вот, ну, понятно. Ну, не открывалось. Пока они реально какие-то багнутые, их пытаются, то они сзади появляются. Ну, временно я бы не посоветовал этот режим. Я бы нет. Я бы даже в него не играл бы. Черти слишком быстрые, просто серьезно, они очень быстрые, я бы не сказал. Их слишком дофига, и они слишком, ну, дерзкие так-то. Ну, вроде бы режим-то прикольный, но зомбаков сделали слишком... Ну, они слишком, ну как сказать, слишком... Они слишком нападают, мне кажется. Чересчур, они прям лезут на тебя. Да. Ну, как новый режим он только появился, я бы его не советовал. Потому что он только появился, и в нем еще дофига багов. Зомботиты пэхаются прям к тебе, это неудобно вот. Либо это фигня типа будущего, там что они могут тпхаться, либо это баг. Ну, неизвестно. Ну, режим-то норм. Но временно я не посоветую его пока что играть. Здесь так сетевая игра. Но мне кажется... на сетевой здесь автоматов набрал. Телеграм. Ладно, странно. Поставьте лайки, если не трудно. А вдруг сейчас кто-то присоединится, что это сделать так? Может. Привет, Фикиш. Окей. Я как знаю, в онлайне там можно своего персонажа типа создать. Сейчас мы это проверим. Самое крутое, что дали прям версию, прям, в которой сразу там идет и онлайн.
Installed. Your boring factory optic has been officially cracked. Right. Before you go around calling yourself a resistance cell, you're going to need at least one more person on your team.
On it.
Plus, then if you die, I've got a spare.
Hold up, what?
Nothing. You're going to be using something called influence to recruit them. We'll explain what that is later. If you've got enough, we'll contact any person you target and convince them to join. Now, have a look around and choose your first recruit.
Окей, мне дали перса. Здесь и... Что здесь есть? У меня какой-то чай напал. Я не поняла. Я не понял. Какого? Ничего не нападает.
Shit, can I get locked on this? Oh, Control, we're following this perp.
Нам надо рандомного человека завербовать, чтобы он был агентом. Окей. Надо найти такого человека, чтобы его завербовать.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Нет. Точно. Чуть не в жизни не попадает. Вот это завербовать. Но я это не смогу сделать. Одни девки. Мужики есть. О.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
No.
Public health reasons, those are curious.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
The British food, spelt, nettles, rabbit. We'd eat. That's all we need in the glory days.
Who needs Italian olives when you can eat pickled rubber bands and a soup of regret? Who needs a nice cheese when you can eat a lukewarm, unspecified rat meat pie with 0 spices?
Target is no longer with the vehicle. Over.
Что будет, если я тебя умру? Убей меня, Дайте меня. Во, мне просто интересно, что будет, если меня... Сдамся, что будет, если... мне воскреснет, понятно. Ну, это было ожидаемо. Прям просто ожидаемо. Так, я думаю, сейчас можно будет сделать.
If I put optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first, I mean, it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So nice there. Still looking after us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some crap behind the screen in the show.
Fuck off with you! I ain't gonna beg!
Look out! Gun!
Just take a deep breath.
No,
Can't wait to lay hands on them. So fucking mad.
Well, the closest thing we have to talk about Riot. I mean, Riot's my favourite story. Alex Jones goes over and they put it down into and yeah, Riot is just a great
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit immediately.
Go team, people of Britain. Oh, never mind, you've been crushed by the machinery of the state again. Still, good effort, lots of positives to take away from today's riot. I'll come back stronger next time. Our luck's going to turn, I can feel it. It's our season. It's our season.
You can't spell riot without right, and by right I mean right wing.
So, who do we turn to for help, support, and assistance in desperate times?
Not cool, fam, not cool. Nah, I'm out. Please don't shoot me!
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit immediately.
Any commercial proximity to the ocean.
Buggles, how can I stop worrying about being disappeared by Clan Kelly every time I go to the shop, or take the bus, or sit on a bench, or look at a tree, or point at a bird, or think about snooker, or get out of bed?
Andy, do not worry about Clan Kelly.
Why not, Bugley? They terrify me to my very core.
Because, Andy, we are all just dust in the wind of history.
That's nice perspective, Bugley.
Danger.
They can never lose that.
Eyes on the suspect. They're on foot. Over.
Initiate lockdown. My fucking ears!
We're on their tail. Over.
Listen to me. We don't need guns right now. There's a gun.
Suspect was there a moment ago.
Watch out. Gun.
Moving in.
Fuck.
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
Now, what are you going to do with that?
Stupid robot.
Это я. Извини, честно тебе. И все, ты теперь я. Что у него машина есть, конечно, это уже плюс.
All right, you've got your cell. Now it's time for a little test drive.
Great. I've got a little errand for you. A copper had a few too many in the pub last week and blabbed up and down about this.
Who the fuck is this?
Did Bagley not mention me? Honestly. My name's Connie, but some of your lot just call me the proprietor. I run the pub on top of that safe house over by Parliament.
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah, sorry I snapped at you. First day and all.
Yeah, jitters. It's all right. Come around later and we'll meet properly. Now it's time for your first mission. Bagley will push you the details.
We could always use more intel. Good thing you have me, and I have located a captain that has exactly what we need.
Cheers, Bagley.
It's a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be when you've got
Control, this is taking longer than
I am a
expected.
big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world.
Control, we are pursuing the target.
Control, we have an officer down.
Had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some ways. I think she believes that becoming data is preferable to being human. She's one of these people who's extremely methodical in everything that she does, and she does everything to perfection and really tries to change the world around her and make it better for us to live.
If you say so.
Despite Albion's ongoing effort to prosecute offenders, knife crime continues to rise year on year. Now, with assailants as young as 10 years old being detained, how should they be prosecuted? Join GBB as we discuss Albion's expanding mandate.
There it is. You can hack in from there.
Я сейчас показать извиняюсь, конечно. Но я завис. Я арестован, друзья. Ладно, я думаю, на этом этот тест мы закончим смотреть. Как думаете? Да? Нет? Да, я думаю, мы завершим. Всем спасибо, кто был на стриме. Желаю хорошего дня. С вами был Геймис. Ожидайте скорого стрима.